Hey, what's up, guys? This is Paul Murphy. So in this video, what we're going to be discussing today is when or where you should buy video views and how you should go about it. And actually, I'm going to give you something that's probably going to shock you on what you should and shouldn't do when it comes to video views. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that you can get your account banned, right? So if Google picks up that you have done something untoward, now the first thing that's going to happen is that they're going to grade you based on what you've done, right? Now, if you go and pick up views from Fiverr.com, first and foremost, I'm definitely going to say 100% no, don't do that. You can harm your channel and you can get banned. If you get banned, then it's kind of cut and dry. You know what's happened to your channel. And especially if it's a new channel, that's not the end of the world, right? If it's a channel you've grown over years and you get it banned, that can break your heart, right? That can be soul destroying. But kind of one of the worst things that can happen is that you can get a black mark on your channel, which means that none of your content's going to be suggested. It's not going to be engaging. It's not going to rank. It's not going to do anything like it should if it wasn't harmed. And that's invisible, right? So if you basically harm your channel, okay, if you get banned, right? But if you harm your channel, you will not, they don't tell you this, right? This is not kind of out there. You could be, you could be like literally trying to push a brick or push a boulder up a hill for years and years and years to come, because the fact is that you may never recover that channel, right? And you may put in loads of hours of work and putting out great content, and yet it's not going to be happen. Now, if you've got that black mark against you, you're probably not going to get it removed, because they're going to know that your channel is kind of one to be wary of. Google's #1 prime objective is to put out relevant content, put out content that people want and need, because they want people on their platform. They want us on advertising space. So obviously just bear that in mind, guys. So be smart about that. Don't buy likes, comments, views or shares or anything like that from any of those third-party services where you do not have control. Now, I'm not saying you never buy these. In fact, we don't, because we don't need to. And I'll talk about that in a moment. But you should never really consider that, because the implications are there. You don't know what's going to happen, and Google's they've spent millions and millions on their algorithms, right? They know every little point of what's going on. Okay, we're going to obviously dig into that a little bit more as well. So the next thing obviously to think about is, will they look natural? Now, for instance, I'm talking here about buying views from somewhere like Fiverr or one of these companies that tell you they're real. They tell you that they're real people. They tell you that they're real accounts, okay, but then you may be spending, I don't know, $5 for 10,000 views or 1,000 views, okay? So obviously weigh it up, right? That's all I say, guys, is does $5 really equate to 10,000 people? Are they paying 10,000 people to look at your ad? Probably not, right? Unless they're putting it on Facebook and making a profit. But again, you're not having any control over those views, right? They're going to be targeting the cheapest possible views because they want to make a profit, which means that your views are not going to look natural, because the only thing that really looks natural on a view is somebody sees you suggested in Google or YouTube or on the search engine. They see the title that's relevant to what they're looking for. They click the title. They watch the video. Okay, so if people basically are being paid to do this, then they're going to be like either watching it all the way to the end. Does that look natural? So Google gets a signal that every single person's watching every single video all the way to the end. No, it's obviously not natural, right? And then, or if they're just clicking it. Now, this is even worse, because if they just click it and then they go away, that means that nobody's engaging with your videos. So not only you may have 1,000 views, which looks good for vanity perhaps, but the fact is your video is not going to rank anywhere. Google's going to drop you, because basically the algorithm says, well, hang on a minute, people are coming to the video, but then they're bouncing. So somehow you've gamed the system. So they're not going to look natural, right? Google and YouTube are onto this, like this picture here. It's kind of the biggest fake alert. Now, I can go into channels and within about a minute, I can tell you what's going on with that channel. I can tell you whether they've got fake views. I can tell you. And I'm nobody special. Like, obviously you could do it. You could just go and have a look. You can see, sometimes you see comments underneath people's videos that say, great content, keep up the good work, great content, keep up the good work, great content. And it's almost exactly the same thing. Now, not only is that going to be sending the wrong signals to Google and YouTube, but it's going to be sending the wrong signals to your audience. Now, you're obviously being a YouTuber, you want to be growing know, like, and trust. Okay, that's the three main factors to growing a successful YouTube channel. And if you grow known, like, and trust with your audience, okay, then they're going to want to subscribe to your channel. They want to come back and view more of your content, sends all the right signals, boosts you up the rankings, right? So you do not, 100%, you do not want to be buying any views where you do not have control over where those are being targeted, right? Okay, because, you know, for instance, you know, on the flip side of that, should you buy Facebook views? Should you buy Google views? Well, I'm going to say I don't think you need to. But that's fine. That sends all the right signals, because if you put an ad on Google or you put an ad on Facebook, for instance, people are going to click your video based on your title, based on your thumbnail, based on what you've done, and they're going to watch the content based on whether it matches what they've done. Sends all the right signals, right? So, you know, but those platforms and other advertising platforms where you have control, you can actually target people yourself based on the data they give you. That's absolutely fine. I actually don't think it's a very good strategy for advertising your videos, because I'm going to talk about that in a bit more in a moment, because we do something completely different, which is blowing everything else out of the water. But, you know, I'll talk to you about that in a moment, because that's, you know, again, do I want you to waste money on spending views when Google and YouTube are actually going to give you what you want by giving them what they want, right? Okay, so that's the next one, is, are they engaging with your content? Now, this is the key. This is the key to a successful YouTube channel, right? Now, you do not have to make the best quality, the best videos on the planet to have a great YouTube channel. But what you do need is people engaging with your content. Now, how they do that is, again, it's based on your title, your thumbnail, and your content within that video. So it needs to be to the point. It needs to cut out the babble, and it needs to be basically what people are looking for. Now, if people are engaging with your content, that sends all the right sparks. Again, if you're buying fake views, or you're buying from somewhere where, you know, like Fiverr or anything, where you don't have control, no matter what they tell you, no matter how many reviews they've got, you know, the likelihood is that these are not going to be targeted views, and these are going to harm your channel, right? So people engaging with your content is the best thing you can do, because what happens here is, if you create engaging content that people are basically click your thumbnail, they see your title, they click, they like your thumbnail, they click, and they watch the video because it's got what they want involved, you're going to not need to spend any money on views, because you're going to get suggested by Google and YouTube. And when they start suggesting your videos, they blow up, right? And that is where you get all of those views for free, but all of the content and all of the engagement is very, very, very targeted, right? Because everybody's clicking it. Is, you know, Google and YouTube know where to suggest it to people who are interested, because of all of the clicks it's got already, all of the information it's getting. So it's got to be engaging, okay? Now, that's not just for, obviously, whether you buy views or not. This is for everything, okay? Engagement is the number one factor that Google and YouTube look at. And, you know, you do not need a big channel or anything like that. If you're like thinking of buying views because you want to grow a bit, you know, I want to stand out with the big channels now. You know, Google and YouTube are actually focusing on new channels a lot more now. They want new channels to be getting that exposure. They want people without the, you know, they want to, you know, nurture new channels. They want to grow new channels. So you kind of have a little bit of a slight advantage at the moment, because they're giving you a little bit of a lift so that you can have a chance to grow your channel. So that's another thing. Okay, now another thing as well, if you're buying these views, are they coming from the same place, right? Okay, a lot of these places are not going to tell you, they'll say, oh, they're real people, they're real views, they're real. But the fact is that quite often they're like in one little, like, bizarre little place in the Outer Hebrides or somewhere that they're all coming from, right? Because they're coming from all these fake accounts, or even if they are real accounts, they're real accounts that are kind of dormant and don't have real people behind them. You know, they've got all sorts of software that does all this sort of stuff, right? And you'll never know, because they'll do it all behind the scenes. But the fact is that, you know, if Google gets a spike saying that you've suddenly got 10,000 views, right, from the middle of nowhere, then is that going to look natural? And the answer is obviously no, because it's going to be sending all the spikes to Google that everyone's coming from the same place, right? So it's going to look weird. It's not going to work. So, you know, obviously be smart about this, guys. Obviously just make sure that you're not purchasing views where you don't have control over the content. Okay, and can you rank without them? So can you actually rank without purchasing video views from, you know, from anywhere, not even Google, YouTube, Facebook? You know, you've got a brand new video and you want to rank for it, right? Okay, now the number one factor that Google and YouTube looks for is engagement, right? And if you give Google and YouTube what it wants, okay, and we've basically worked out how to do this, then they're going to rank your video. Now, this screenshot here is from my client Todd, and as you can see, we've basically ranked for one of the most competitive terms in internet marketing. Internet marketing is one of the most competitive niches on the planet, and build is one of the most competitive terms because everybody's trying to promote it on YouTube. Most people don't know what they're doing when it comes to YouTube ranking, because most people are trying to spend all this money on all these different softwares, right? And actually all you need to do is give Google and YouTube what they're looking for to rank your videos. They want to rank your videos on YouTube and on Google because they're advertising platforms, right? They want to send traffic back to their own platform. So they want to rank your videos. They're looking to rank your videos, and they're asking you to give them what they want, right? So we've figured it out over 17 years of doing affiliate marketing and SEO and all that sort of stuff. We basically figured out that we can do it within 24 hours. We've got a 24-hour ranking system, and my client Todd here, as you can see, if you actually click on this video, he's got I think it was like 350 odd views yesterday, and as you can see, this is an ad. He's right at the top of YouTube for a very, very competitive keyword. And he's also, this was a 1 week old video and this was 1 day old. Okay, this channel was brand new 2 months ago. Brand new channel, and we've never spent any money on likes, comments or shares or anything like that. We've just given Google and YouTube what it wants. It's really, really simple. It's really straightforward, right? And once you actually know how to do it, you'll get like massive aha moments. So, you know, that's what you can do. I'll talk more about that in a moment. And I actually have a course where it's a free course where I actually show you how you can actually literally just copy what Todd did and get the same results with any product you want. You can literally go and get all the free traffic you need. Don't need to spend a penny on marketing, which is really cool. Okay, so what do you need to do instead? So where do you need to start? What do you need to do? So if you're not going to spend money on views, likes, shares, comments or anything like that, what do you need to do? Well, the number one thing you need to concentrate, like I said before, is the content, right? And you've probably heard this a million times, but actually it's so simple. If your keyword, okay, engagement is number one factor. All the other things, likes, comments, shares, subscribers are all nice. They're not just vanity, they do actually help, but you know, I mean, I'm talking less than 5%, they help. 95% engagement, because if somebody clicks, you know, you've got a title, right? How underwater basket weaving. And then they click on the video, they click on the thumbnail, which is underwater basket weaving. It represents exactly what's in the video. The video cuts out all the fluff and it gets to the point, and you've given them what they want in that video. Then Google's going to not only rank your video on Google and YouTube, but it's also going to start suggesting you. And when your videos start getting suggested, your views can blow up. It's free advertising. And not only that, you will then start growing subscribers, likes, and all that authority that you thought, you know, by paying for maybe up front. We've all thought about it, or maybe I can just kind of get a little bit of a head start. Actually, you don't need to, because the fact is that what's the point of having a YouTube channel if you're not going to be kind of focusing on the content anyway, right? So, you know, hopefully this video is helping you out, guys, and giving you a clear path. Now, I've actually got free training. Now, I'm going to show you how you can get completely free access to my, it's got 3 modules in the course. I'm actually going to basically give you access to that for free, and I'm going to show you the 3 hottest products that you can promote. So you don't even have to promote your own products, where you can make affiliate commission, you can make a side income, or you can make a full-time income. And I'll actually show you how you can actually go and choose products when you can actually make $1,000 a day from YouTube from a very small channel. So to find out how to do that, you need to go to trickfunnels.com/hot. You'll get a page like this, and then what you'll do is you just put your email address and I'll send you all the details. I'll send you all the training, all the videos, and I'll send you access. And basically, you know, there's a way that you can get completely free access. It's a $9.97 course, but there's a way you can get completely free access. So I'm going to show you everything you need and actually point you in the right direction. And you don't need to use this for affiliate marketing. You can use this system to rank any product or keyword for anything on the planet. Okay, as I say, we've proven it with one of the hottest products out there, which means you can rank for anything, right? You can literally rank for anything. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what you enjoyed, if there's any more training you want to do, and let me know if there's something that you'd like me to create some more training on. That's really cool. And just say hi, that'd be cool. And on top of that, obviously, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell, because I've got some really cool training coming up to do with free traffic strategies on YouTube and affiliate marketing. That's what my channel is all about. Passive Income Ladder is about you making money without having to spend anything up front. So my name's Paul Murphy. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you soon.